Hello there, my name is Richard McMunn from the interview training company passmyinterview.com, and in this video tutorial I'm going to teach you how to pass a supervisor interview, and in particular I'm going to cover the type of questions that you're likely to get asked and more importantly give you strong suggested answers. So if you do have a supervisor interview coming up, I believe this interview tutorial is really going to help you. So before I give you the tips and the interview questions and answers, a very warm welcome to this tutorial. My name is Richard McMunn, that's me there on the right hand side. I have been a supervisor, a manager and a leader myself for many years in difficult roles, and in this tutorial I'm going to cover specific interview questions and answers. In relation to the answers, they are unique, so you can't find them anywhere else. And as I say, I believe strongly they are really going to help you. As always, please do make sure you subscribe to my channel by clicking the red button below the video, and that way you will not miss out on the weekly videos that I'm uploading. Also, if you enjoy the content, I'd very much appreciate it if you gave the video a like. Thank you very much. Okay, so the key skills and qualities you need to demonstrate during your supervisor interview are as follows. You have to demonstrate an ability to be able to manage, to lead and also inspire your team. You have to complete all tasks diligently and professionally, and you also have to work to set standards and time constraints. And there's a reason why I'm going through these with you now, is because they will form the basis of the answers that I'm going to give you to the interview questions for your supervisor interview. Other things you need to demonstrate. You have to be able to delegate tasks according to your team's strengths. That's really important. Also, conduct staff appraisals based on their performance. You have to supervise, direct, and support your team. You have to embrace change positively. So if you get asked a question, describe a time when you've embraced change within an organization, you would have to answer it positively and show that you are someone who can embrace change. And also be willing to continually learn and develop as a supervisor. So those are the key skills and qualities we need to utilize within our answers to the interview questions. So let's now get on to the supervisor interview questions and those solid answers to help you pass. Here we go. Question number one of your supervisor interview. Why do you want to become a supervisor, and why do you think you can excel in this role? So here's my suggested answer for you. Over the years, I have been developing myself both personally and professionally so that I am suitably equipped to become a competent and professional supervisor. I want to become a supervisor because I want to be the person who has responsibility for a team of people and for also achieving the goals and objectives of my employer. I believe I will excel in the role of supervisor because of three main reasons. Firstly, I am always professional and I set myself and other people high standards. Secondly, I am able to motivate, inspire and support a team whilst completing their tasks. And thirdly, I am someone who can take on lots of work and achieve the required tasks whilst working under pressure. And if you hire me as your supervisor within this role, I will not let you down, and I feel confident you'll be impressed with my work ethics and my high standards. So that's a solid answer to that question. It gets you off on the right foot for your supervisor interview. Now, obviously, there's quite a lot of content here. If you stick around, I will tell you where you can download these supervisor interview questions and answers. Let's move on to the second question. Why do you want to work for our company as a supervisor as opposed to our competitors? So why do you want to work for our company as a supervisor? And here's my suggested answer for you. For the simple reason you are a leader within the industry. You support your managers and staff, and you also have ambitious plans for the future. I want to be your supervisor for many years to come, and the only way I'll be able to see through my ambitions is to work hard and deliver for a company that has exciting plans for the future, which you clearly do. I have spent a lot of time developing my skills over the years, and I want to be with a company who will help me further develop and progress. Having researched your organisation, your history and the standards you set yourself, you are the only company I want to be a supervisor for. So again, that's another solid answer that demonstrates you've really thought about why you want to work for their particular company. And that answer can be used for any role or any organisation if you're applying to become a supervisor. Next interview question. If you are successful and you become our supervisor, what will you do in the first few weeks of starting the role? Here's my suggested answer. So if you're successful and you become our supervisor, what will you do in the role in the first few weeks of starting? Here we go. I would start off by obtaining a clear brief from my senior manager, including the exact objectives and the timescales I need to work towards. I would then spend time getting to know my team and also analysing their performance so I can take note of their strengths and their weaknesses. Then, after approximately 4 weeks in the role, I would sit down with my team and give them a clear brief of what I expect and also the improvements I require making. Moving forward, I would then inspire, motivate and support my team to achieve the objectives of the initial brief I received from my senior manager. And that demonstrates you know exactly what you're going to do when you start your role as a supervisor. And it's important to spend time getting to know your team because they may already be high performers. So you don't want to go in there and make rash decisions and change things without first assessing the performance of the team. That's really important. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you some more questions, so please do stick around. But if you want to download these interview questions and answers for your supervisor interview, there is a link right there in the top right-hand corner of this video. And if you click that, it will take you through to my website where you can get a copy of all of the interview questions and answers. Okay, next question of your supervisor interview. As our supervisor, what would you do with an underperforming member of staff? So as a supervisor, you will at times get members of your team who are not performing to the required standard, and it'll be down to you to sort it out and resolve it. So here's my great answer to the question, as our supervisor, what would you do with an underperforming member of staff? Here we go. First and foremost, I would tackle the problem straight away. The last thing I would want to happen is for other team members to see another member of the team getting away with underperformance. To resolve the issue, I would speak to the member of staff in private to ascertain exactly why they were underperforming. Then, once I had established the reasons for the underperformance, I would put a plan of action in place to get them back up to speed as soon as possible. I would then monitor their performance regularly and provide the necessary ongoing support along the way. So that demonstrates you've got a clear plan of action for dealing with people who underperform. It's a great answer. Next question of your supervisor interview. As our supervisor, what steps would you take to motivate your team? So to get the most out of any team, you have to motivate them and inspire them. So here's my suggested answer to this question. I believe a highly motivated and productive team comes from setting high standards, providing appropriate levels of support, and also encouraging the team to work towards the goals and objectives of the company. If a team feels they are achieving the highest standards of work possible, they will feel proud within their roles. If a team feels supported and encouraged, they will work hard for their employer. Finally, if you praise your team when they do good things, this will only serve to encourage more of the same levels of achievement. So that's a great answer to that question. Now, as I mentioned, if you want to download the supervisor interview questions and answers, all of them, click the link below the video right now or go to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can find out more about how to download those interviews. I hope you've enjoyed that tutorial. I love creating the content for you. Don't forget to give the video a like. I'd very much appreciate that. And if you have any questions, stick them in the comments section below the video and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Thank you for watching and I wish you all the very best in your pursuit to becoming a supervisor. Thank you.